Hello everyone and welcome to Kiru's online lectures. I am Kiraj Hamtani and today's topic is organic chemistry. In part 1 we studied introduction, homologous series and structure. In part 2 we studied isomerism and simple nomenclature. Now in this part, that is part 3, we are going to study about hydrocarbons, that is alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. In this part, we will study how can we prepare alkanes, alkenes and alkynes, and also we will be discussing their physical and chemical properties. So, what is hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are the compounds that contain carbon and hydrogen. Now, these hydrocarbons, they are divided into two categories. The one is saturated hydrocarbon and the other one is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Under saturated hydrocarbon, we study alkanes. Their general formula is CnH2n plus 2. Under unsaturated, we study alkenes. Their general formula is CnH2n, and alkynes, whose general formula is CnH2n minus 2. So, this is all about the alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Coming on to the preparation of alkanes. So, the first preparation is lab preparation. So, in lab preparation, alkane is prepared by taking sodium acetate, or we call it as sodium ethanoate, and this sodium acetate, or we call it as sodium ethanoate, it is treated with soda lime, which is a mixture of sodium hydroxide and calcium oxide. Then it is heated and we get alkane, which is one carbon less than the reactant. Like in reactant, we can see there are two carbons, but the alkane which we will get, that will be of one carbon. Thus, this Na2CO3 gets removed and we get CH4 plus Na2CO3. Similarly, if we will take over here sodium propanoate, that is CH3CH2COONA, and when it is treated with soda lime NaOH plus CaO on heating, this Na2CO3 will be removed. Thus, we will get two carbons of alkanes, that is we will get over here ethane and here we will get methane plus Na2CO3. This methane and ethane, they are collected by downward displacement of water. This reaction is also known as decarboxylation, because over here we can see CO2 is removed from this carboxylic acid, and when CO2 is eliminated, we call it as decarboxylation. Next method of preparation is general method of preparation. In general method of preparation, alkane is prepared by taking alkyl halide. Thus, the first one was we took acetate, that means we took sodium salt of acetic acid. Over here we are taking alkyl halide. Now, in alkyl halide we can take CH3I. Thus, this alkyl halide on reaction with zinc or copper with nascent hydrogen, thus it involves reduction, and then it is treated with zinc and copper couple in presence of alcohol. Thus, here one H and I will be removed and we will get CH4 plus HI. Similarly, if we are taking over here CH3CH2Br plus 2H in presence of zinc and copper couple in presence of alcohol, again this H and Br will be removed and here we will get CH3CH3 plus HI. So, these are the two methods of preparation of alkanes. The one was lab preparation, in which we took sodium acetate and we prepared methane, sodium propanoate, so we prepared ethane. This is general method of preparation, in which we took methyl iodide and ethyl bromide. Physical properties of alkanes are: first, we will study its nature, color and odor. It is gas at ordinary temperature. It is colorless. And when we talk about its order, so it is orderless. In alkanes, we mostly talk about methane and ethane. So we are talking about the nature of methane and ethane. Similarly, when we will talk about its solubility, so almost it is insoluble in water. But yes, soluble in organic solvents. So alkanes, that is methane and ethane, are soluble in organic solvents. Third physical property is its melting point is minus 182.5 degrees Celsius and its boiling point is minus 161.5 degrees Celsius. Chemical properties of alkanes. First chemical property is substitution. In substitution reaction, alkane is treated with chlorine and thus here hydrogen is substituted by chlorine. So thus we will get CH3Cl. In presence of UV light, in presence of heat. Thus again on chlorination, conditions are same. This H is replaced by Cl. So again we will get CH2, Cl2. Similarly, again we will perform chlorination. H is replaced by Cl. So we will get CHCl3, which is a chloroform. Again if we perform chlorination, so H is again replaced by Cl. So we will get CCl4, which is carbon tetrachloride. Coming on to next chemical properties, that is oxidation. Now we have two types of oxidation. The one is complete and the other one is incomplete. If we are taking methane over here in presence of excess oxygen, like it is written over there, excess oxygen, so it is known as complete combustion, where we get CO2 plus H2O. But yes, we are taking methane, but there is a limited supply of oxygen, so in that case we get CO plus H2O. In oxidation only, we have another type, that is catalytic oxidation. In catalytic oxidation, we are taking methane, that is alkane, and if we are taking catalyst as copper tube, so we get alcohol, that is CH3OH. But yes, if we are taking molybdenum oxide, so here we will get aldehyde, which is 1 carbon aldehyde. Now, alcohol on further oxidation gives aldehyde, and aldehydes on further oxidation gives acid in presence of K2Cr2O7. So similarly, we have another type of oxidation, that is controlled oxidation. In controlled oxidation, we are taking methane, thus methane is oxidized in presence of K2Cr2O7. We get 1 carbon alcohol, that is CH3OH. This on further oxidation gives HCHO, 1 carbon aldehyde, which on further oxidation gives acid, that is HCOOH. So this reaction is known as controlled oxidation. Next chemical property, and the third chemical property is pyrolysis. Pyrolysis means it is basically thermal or catalytic decomposition of alkanes in absence of air at high temperature. It is what? Thermal or catalytic decomposition of alkanes. We are taking alkanes and alkanes are broken down at high temperatures, 1500 degrees Celsius, in absence of air. It is known as pyrolysis. Since it is broken down, so hydrogen is removed, therefore we call it as dehydrogenation also. So alkane like methane at 1500 degrees Celsius gives alkyne, that is ethyne. But yes, if we are taking, like we have taken ethane at 500 degrees Celsius in presence of catalyst, so we will get alkene. So pyrolysis means catalytic cracking, and it is also known as dehydrogenation reaction. Coming on to the uses of alkanes. So alkane are used as in the form of natural gas, or we call it as gobar gas. That is, they are used as illuminant, and they are also used as domestic fuel. They are also used in the manufactures of chemicals like chloroform, carbon black, which is a pigment in ink and shoe polishers. They are used in the formation of formaldehyde, methanol and ethanol. So these are the various uses of alkanes. Now coming on to alkenes. As we know, general formula for alkene is CnH2n. So we can prepare alkene by two methods. The one is lab preparation and the other one is general methods of preparation. Now when we talk about lab preparation of alkenes, so in lab preparation we can prepare alkene by two methods. The one is from alcohols and the other one is from alkyl halide. Now when we talk about from alcohols, so we will take alcohol CH3CH2OH, in which this H and OH, that is water, is removed. Since water is removed, therefore it is known as dehydration, and this concentrated H2SO4 is known as dehydrating agent. Thus we get alkene. Similarly, if we are taking alkyl halide, that is CH3CH2Br, so from here H and Br will be removed in presence of alcoholic KOH. So this is known as dehydrohalogenation, and thus we get alkene. So these are the lab methods to prepare alkene. Next is general methods for preparing alkene is cracking, or we call it as dehydrogenation. That is CH3CH3, which we studied there in the chemical properties of alkene, that is pyrolysis. So this is pyrolysis only, cracking, or we call it as dehydrogenation. 500 degrees Celsius in presence of catalyst, that is silicon dioxide, aluminium oxide, we get CH2 double bond CH2. So this is how we can prepare alkenes. The one was lab method of preparation, second is general method of preparation. Physical properties of alkene. If we talk about its nature, color and odor, so it is gaseous in nature, colorless, pleasant odor. Now when we talk about its solubility, slightly soluble in water, but yes, they are soluble in organic solvents. Melting point, its melting point is minus 169 degrees Celsius and boiling point is minus 104 degrees Celsius. Now coming on to the chemical properties of alkenes. So as we saw in alkanes, alkanes show substitution reaction, that is, substitution means one element is replaced by another element, like hydrogen was replaced by chlorine. Alkenes, they generally show addition reaction. Now see, as we have alkene CH2 double bond CH2, catalytic hydrogenation, hydrogenation means hydrogen add. So we will add hydrogen in presence of nickel at 300 degrees Celsius. So when hydrogen is added, thus we get alkane. Similarly, halogenation. So in halogenation, halogen is added, that is Cl2 we will take. So one Cl will go to this carbon and other Cl to this carbon in presence of carbon tetrachloride. Thus we get CH2Cl, CH2Cl. Next is addition of halogen acid. So we have taken CH2 double bond CH2 alkene plus halogen acid is added, that is HCl. So H will go there in first carbon and Cl in the second carbon. Thus we will get CH3, CH2, Cl. Similarly, sulfuric acid, that is addition of sulfuric acid. So H2SO4, thus H2SO4 we are taking, so one H will go into the first carbon and other product, that is HSO4, will join with the second carbon. Thus we will get CH3, CH2, HSO4. Now addition of ozone. When ozone is added with alkene, that is CH2 double bond CH2 plus ozone. So here what happens, ozone is joined, oxygen, 3 molecules of oxygen are joined. So CH2O, CH2, and here also it is O. So this is how ozone is added. Then coming on to oxidation, CH2 double bond CH2, if it is oxidized in presence of water, HOH, it is oxidized. Thus we get, since HOH is oxidized, alkene is oxidized in presence of water and nascent oxygen, so OH and OH will join over here. Thus we get over here, that is ethane 1,2-diol, which is ethylene glycol. So this is how alkenes give addition reaction. The last one is polymerization. Polymerization is a process by which simple molecules, they join together to form a large molecule like CH2 double bond CH2 under high temperature and high pressure. High temperature, high pressure, simple molecules, they join together. Thus they will form a polymer. So this reaction is known as polymerization. Now coming on to the uses of alkenes. So alkenes are used in the production of oxyethylene torch. They are also used in ripening of fruits, like ethylene is used for the ripening of green fruits, artificial ripening. They are used in the manufacture of synthetic chemicals like ethylene glycol, diethyl ether. So synthetic chemicals, they are used in the manufacture of polymers also, like we have seen polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, that is PVC, which is used in packaging, insulators and all. So the third topic is alkyne. Alkyne's general formula is CnH2n-2. Alkynes are also prepared by two methods. The one is lab method and the other one is general method. In lab method, we can prepare alkyne from calcium carbide, that is CaC2, and this calcium carbide is treated with cold water, that is HOH and HOH. Thus this Ca and OH whole twice is removed. Thus we get CH triple bond CH plus CaOH whole twice. Similarly, alkynes can also be prepared by using 1,2-dibromoethane, that is CH2Br, CH2Br in presence of alcoholic KOH. As we studied earlier, alcoholic KOH, it involves the removal of hydrogen and halogen. Thus it is dehydrohalogenation process. So over here this KBr will be removed and H and OH, H from here and H from here, it will be removed. Thus we will get CH triple bond CH plus KBr plus H2O. General method of preparation of alkynes. Here we take methane. Methane on thermal decomposition at around 1500 degrees Celsius in an electric arc gives ethane. The same reaction we studied in the chemical properties of alkanes, which was pyrolysis. It is known as pyrolysis because this reaction takes place at high temperature, and at high temperature the decomposition takes place. Therefore, it is known as pyrolysis. Now coming on to the physical properties. So first physical property we will study nature, color and odor. So it is gas at ordinary temperature. It is slightly lighter than air. Colorless. Yes, but when we talk about its odor, so its odor is faint garlic odor. Solubility. So very slightly soluble in water. Very slightly soluble in water but soluble in organic solvents. Melting point is minus 82 degrees Celsius. Boiling point is minus 75 degrees Celsius. So physical properties of alkynes, that is generally we are talking about the physical properties of ethane. Now moving on to the chemical properties of alkynes. So in chemical properties, the first chemical property is addition. So alkynes and alkenes, since they have double and triple bond, so they show addition reaction. So first is catalytic hydrogenation. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. So CH double bond CH, if hydrogen is added to it in presence of nickel, so hydrogen will go in first carbon, hydrogen will join with the second carbon, thus we will get CH2 double bond CH2. If again hydrogen is added, so we will get alkane. Similarly halogenation, alkenes CH triple bond CH, on halogenation, that is Cl2, halogen is added in presence of carbon tetrachloride, Cl and Cl, so we will get CH Cl double bond CH Cl. Again if halogenation, that is chlorination we are performing, so we will get CH Cl Cl CH Cl Cl. Thus it is 1122 tetrachloroethane. Next addition reaction is addition of halogen acid, CH triple bond CH plus HBr. So here H will join with the first carbon and Br will join with the second carbon. Thus we will get CH2 double bond CHBr. Similarly again HBr if we will add, so H will join over here, Br will join with the second carbon, we will get CH3 CH Br Br. Now we are adding what? Ozone. So if we are adding ozone, again CH triple bond CH, that is 3 molecules of oxygen are added to CH CH, here 1 molecule of oxygen and here 1, thus this is known as acetylene ozonide. Now coming on to the next type of addition reaction, that is oxidation. If you are treating alkyne with, if we are oxidizing it, but we are oxidizing it with dilute KMnO4. So if we are taking dilute KMnO4, which is a strong oxidizing agent and it is also known as Bayer's reagent, so we get what? Acid, that is COOH, COOH, which is known as oxalic acid. But yes, if combustion is performed of ethane, that is CH triple bond CH, and where there is a excess supply of oxygen we can say, so it forms CO2 plus H2O. Similarly in alkynes, if ammoniacal silver nitrate and cuprous chloride solutions are added, so they also give reaction. When ammoniacal cuprous chloride is added, so we get red PPT of copper acetylide, and when ammonical silver nitrate is added, so we get white PPT of silver acetylide. The CH triple bond CH on reaction with ammonical silver nitrate, that is AgNO3, ammonical कह रहे हैं तो we'll take NH4OH. So what happens over here? This H is replaced by Ag. So we will get CAG triple bond CAG, which is silver acetylide, and white PPT is formed, plus NH4NO3 and water is removed. Similarly, if we are taking ammonical cuprous chloride, that is CuCl, plus NH4OH, again this H is replaced by Cu, so we get CuC triple bond CCU, which is copper acetylide. This reaction is only a differentiation of alkanes and alkynes, because alkanes do not show reaction with ammonical silver nitrate and cuprous chloride. Similarly, alkenes also. Then if it gives red PPT on reaction with cuprous chloride, ammonical cuprous chloride, that means it is alkyne. Now coming on to what are the uses of alkynes. So alkynes are also used in the production of oxyacetylene torch. Next, they are also used in ripening of green fruits, that is ethine is used. Ripening of green fruits, we can say artificial ripening and preservation of fruits. They are used in the manufactures of organic compounds, like we have acetic acid, acetaldehyde, acetylene. So certain organic compounds are manufactured by using this ethine. It is also used in the manufacture of synthetic products like polymers and all, as we have seen PVC, synthetic rubbers. So these are produced, these are prepared by using alkynes. So in this part we have completed with the preparation, physical and chemical properties and uses of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. Hope you guys are finding videos helpful. So do like, share and subscribe the channel. Thank you.